What's going on to everybody out there? What's up to all my Libras? So I'm actually doing this on my new tripod. It's actually taller than the one that I had before, kind of considerably taller. But it is good for the desk though, and so far so good. So let's get it. So for you Libras, one more time, shuffle it up. Hold on. For you Libras, you have the Four of Wands. Hold on, let's see if we could bring this closer. Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Hold on. Set this. There you go. That way. The Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Fool, the Star, the Five of Wands, and last but not least, the Three of Cups. Right, so what I'm seeing here for a lot of you is, so for you Libras, the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. A lot of you Libras are just tired of being shortchanged, you know, tired of wanting to be in real relationships with people, but getting this. People who, in essence, are beggars, you know. And I'm not saying that people who are vagrants ain't squat. I'm saying people who have an opportunity, who don't want to do anything with that opportunity and just wants to be lazy. A lot of you Libras are tired of that. And like I said, a lot of people are going to be, you know, they having some serious problems really understanding that, because they don't understand that you don't want to be with that. So so the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles now represent, so what does this mean? This means that a lot of you are like, okay, so you've gone out dating again, getting to know other people. And the King of Pentacles is about how you're meeting some people as of right now. Now, whether or not those people are up to snuff, whether or not those people are good enough, that's up to you. But remember what it is I say all the time. Character is the most important thing. If a person doesn't bathe often, it's because their character is missing something, right? Because all of these, there's 10 life values to this, right? Spirituality, health, family, appearance, right? Physical appearance, as well as how other people perceive you, dwelling, mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth. That's why it is I say that when people are out here, they should be paying attention to them not creating such a terrible reputation for themselves, right? Because that falls under what? Number 4, the appearance value. It's not just about your physical looks, although part of it is. It's also about how people perceive you. So if you're a person where a lot of people are starting to look at and be like, yeah, I can't trust this person because of X, Y, and Z. I can't take this person too seriously because of X, Y, and Z. This person doesn't really have common sense. This person's wilding out. This person doing this. This person that doing that. This person is untrustworthy. Your appearance value is going down. That's why it is that reputation is an important thing. But a lot of people don't care about appearance. They care about appearance in the sense of looking attractive, but their overall appearance value in the sense of how they rub other people the wrong way or the correct way is neither here nor there. And that's a character flaw, because all of these 10 that I just named are different attributes of your character. So a lot of times people want to talk about only wealth. Oh, wealth, how much money you have, all this other stuff, this, that, the third, whatever. Wealth is a part of your character. That's why, right, people should be dating from a perspective of peerage, right? Peerage is character, right? Peerage is character, financial rank, and social rank, right? So character, meaning all 10, right? And then people on the outside will perceive it. Why are these people getting along with each other? Financial rank, which is number 10, wealth, and social rank, which is number 4, appearance value. Everybody want to be power couples, which is appearance value, but people don't want to actually be genuinely liked. Playing these games and then acting like wealth is the only thing that matters. No, there's a reason why it is that wealth is number 10 on the list, because it's actually the least important out of all 10. 10 is the least important. Now, 10 and number 1 actually connect because it actually goes around in a circle. It's cyclical, right? So what does that mean? So what it means is that in a circle, right, 10 would be the last one, number 1 would be obviously the first one, and you go around in a circle. 1 and 10 actually connect. Spirituality is directly tied to wealth, because you can't attain wealth without spirituality. But what is spirituality? Connecting with yourself, knowing the difference between what you need, knowing the difference between honorable and dishonorable, character, decency. But a lot of people don't want to deal with that. Okay, but then the King of Pentacles now represents, while as you're meeting these people or whatnot, some of them may have money. But the Two of Swords, the Fool and the Star represents, you're going to have to evaluate these people to really even decide if these people are really whom it is that you want to continue to talk to. If you're finding value within this reading, that means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. I just want to go ahead and say that there's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to the ways in which all of my social media outlets, okay, please come get a private reading from me. I'm available to do private reading today. Thank you. But the Two of Swords, the Fool, and the Star card, like I said before, this is about how a lot of you will have to evaluate, decide who is valuable to you and who is not, based upon their character traits. If they are lacking in a lot of these areas, a lot of these 10 areas, then it means that those are the people that you should not be engaging with. Because a lot of times people are like, okay, but what about my desires? What about my desires? If a person has character, they're going to take the time out of their day to get better. Or we're talking about the same thing. If a person doesn't take the time out of their day and it becomes a bigger issue, guess what that means? The person was lacking in character in a particular area. That's all it means. So, I don't know why people keep only talking about wealth and wealth. You can't accumulate that wealth if you sick. You can't accumulate that wealth if you're on a hospital bed. What sense does all that money mean? Unless you're going to pay for your hospital bills with all that wealth. What a lot of people mean is disposable income to have fun, and because you too caught up with number 9, leisure, having fun and taking all these trips. Anyway, so the things that the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Cups now represents as a result, the people that you're not supposed to be in a relationship with are the people who are going to be too caught up with wealth, too caught up with number 9, which is leisure, number 10, which is wealth. They're going to be too caught up with that. You're going to be trying to date them to see if they have spirituality, which is decency, if they're healthy, what their family value is, their parents' value, are they liked, their home, which is dwelling, home, or the place that they stay, is it clean, is it comfortable, is it their sanctuary, is it their castle? No. Guess what that means? That means that you shouldn't date them, right? So now it makes things a lot more clear for a lot of people, because the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Cups represents how people just want you to just be in dysfunctional relationships because it was, I thought you liked me because I had swag. But what is swag? Swag is appearance. which is number 4, outer appearance. Take a look at the Gucci that I got. But what you don't know is that I'm $500,000 in debt. So outwardly, I appear to look good, but really, when you really get invested into my life is trash. Caught up, right? So let's clarify some cards. Watch out for anybody who you have disagreements with as well. A lot of disagreements, that's a dub. Why are you disagreeing with a person? I understand that in every relationship, you're going to have some form of disagreements, but it should not be so many disagreements to the point where it seems that you're disagreeing and butting heads more than you're getting along. You should be getting along way more. On average, out of 10 times, you should be getting along about 7 out of 10 times. If you're getting along 10 out of 10 times, it's a fake. If you're getting along 5 out of 10 times, you need to do some work. 4 or lower, you probably shouldn't be together with that person. Because 7 is the good number. 8, okay. 9, okay. You can't be 10 out of 10 times you agree. Because then that means that you and this person are the same person. What two people agree with each other? Let's clarify the Fool. The Death card. 2 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Right, you Libras understand that, you're not going to be out here just talking to anybody just like that. They got to have some form of these 10 life values. And they, obviously to varying degrees, but they need to address these 10 life values. The Death card, the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands represents as a result, the Death card is about moving forward from anybody who's going to waste your time, anybody who is going to give you this combativeness because they're too arrogant, they're too conceited to listen. That's a dub. You can't hang out with that person. The 2 of Swords, and you also too don't have to be guarded. They shouldn't even be guarded. Because there's a difference between there's a difference between having common sense to understand when you should and when you shouldn't trust somebody. And then there's a difference between that. And there's a difference between, you should probably, if you're guarded like that, then you should probably deal with some sort of emotional baggage that you've got going on. Because it's too much for you to act like it's just by mistake. Let's clarify the 3 of Cups. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Star. Nine of Swords, 7 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the 10 of Swords. Right. So the nine of Swords, the 7 of Cups. Right. You Libras are going to date the best that you can at this current level. And if you've been over here and you've been growing and learning, you're going to grow. If you've been over here and you've been learning, you're going to grow. You're going to know a better way on how to date constructively to where it gets you where you want to go. See, like I said before, a lot of times people out here playing games. That's the issue. And the situation is that a lot of people don't want to admit that they're playing games. So the nine of Swords, right? The 9 of Swords and the 7 of Cups represents if people are playing games, they're giving you problems, because I'm seeing that a lot of you Libras may have, people who giving you problems. They don't want to listen. All of that too is a part of the games that people put it like this. Any kind of relationship where, for the most part, any kind of relationship where people just can't seem to get their stuff together, either one or two situations happen. Either the two of you are not compatible because the two of you are too different or too the same, right? And there's no trust there. And there's probably not going to be any kind of strong trust that is built upon, or they're playing games. And there's no other exception to those two, because that's what it is. Not because I'm, a tyrant, because I'm not a tyrant, but that's what it is. Because what happens is people, there's all types of games that people play. A lot of people think that it's just one thing. And why do you always talk about the games that people play? Because it comes in different layers. So people play so much, I have to break down the layers for you to understand. The Seven of Cups says get rid and move on from anybody who, as you're getting to know them, there's just difficulties too many times. If the two of you can't work together as some sort of an agreement, what does that tell you? That means that this person can't be as a team. And likewise, you may want to figure out if something that you did as to what messed up the team. And if you know that it's not anything with you, you tried your best and you was doing the best that you could, right? That's good on you. But the things that the Hangman and the Ten of Swords represent, yeah, when this is well deserved, because people tried to scapegoat you, and this is well deserved. You deserve to leave them alone because you tried to make it work with them. Ten of Swords, right? Your exhaustion. You tried to make it work with them, and it wouldn't work because these people wouldn't help you to help themselves, to help the relationship work. It would just be one difficulty after the next because they thought that they were so important. And then when we're talking about the Three of Cups, let's clarify the Three of Cups now. The Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, the Devil, right? They're thinking about how they want a family with people, but they're saying that that's what it is that they want. But this is what I'm talking about. They're too inconsistent with their words and their actions. They want a strong foundational relationship that where they could last a lifetime and have little ones and have a family. But at the same time, they're cherry picking and playing games. No, when you're interacting with somebody, everyone needs to keep it honest. Otherwise, it's not going to work. All these schemes that people try to come up with to scheme physics out of what will be. Oh, if I do this, then if I would, nope. It's never going to work. You have to lay the ego down. That's the only way that it works. That's why no matter how much you think that it doesn't work, meaning that you may get away with it very soon and then you get married, and then these couples, they don't last because now a new problem comes up. And you know what the new problem is? The two of y'all should have never been in a relationship together. And the reason why it shouldn't have been in a relationship together is because one of y'all or the two of y'all didn't put y'all ego down enough to actually be in this relationship where it works. So you managed to fool it, what you think you fooled it at that exact time, but you really didn't fool it in the long run, because that same ego that you had a problem with, guess what happened? It sparked up a new problem. But this time it's worse because now you're more invested. So then the Magician and the Devil represents, they know that they have problems, but they refuse to actually address it. So that's their problem. You Libras are not supposed to be held accountable for that. And I don't expect, and I don't really want you Libras to hold yourselves accountable for these people's dysfunction, because they know that they have problems. It's just that they're too back and forth. They're too confused. They're too all over the place. One minute they can't stand you Libras, then the next minute, you know what I mean, they want you to come back, but then they won't admit to themselves that they have a problem. Their ego is inflated. They think they too good, and they don't want to address those issues. They don't want to deal with the real problems of life to understand that, yes, they have problems. Everyone has problems, but that's on them. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to... Sit down. That's my cat. Sit down. Trying to, jumping up on the windowsill, trying to smell my plant. Anyway, I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. Right now, we have 5,140 some odd subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Y'all are amazing.